welcome back to the show, everybody. Now, everybody wants a piece of this. Almi is not a DJ, right? It has become a musical magnet, pulling in top dancehall and hip-hop artists from across the globe. And today, we sit down with the creator behind the Where You Feel Like, though. WYFL. Always a
YFL.
Riddim. And you have the same name, right? Crash Dummy on the beat, so it's a banger. We're exploring the story, the vision, and the unexpected journey of the beat that's taken on a life of its own. Hi, Crash Dummy. What's up?
Doing good. Thanks for having me. Hello, everyone. Thanks for bringing me on the show.
Yeah, man. I'm going to ask one question. That's one question. What is your favorite song on the Riddim?
Okay, there's a song for every occasion, so I feel like,
Top three. Give me a top three. Top three.
I would ask you, what would be your favorite, your top three? What would you give it?
All right, I'm like how you flip that quick. So the Anthony B running like a boss.
Oh, boxer. Who is my favorite?
Yeah.
All right. First of all, you see, because Skipper really started off for me, so the Skipper have it up on it, right? And there's this British girl, Wody. I like her rap on it. She's really dope. I don't know if her thing is official. And Anthony B, they set it off.
Hey, if you name Rockers from Rockers Elements. Him have a nice, yeah.
So I don't go around 90
because it's our favorite. It doesn't mean that the other songs aren't equally as good. It's just our personal. But I mean, thank you so much. But what gave you the idea to create this rhythm? What happened is that you wake up 2:30 one night and I say, I'm gonna do this. Or it has been things you've been putting together for a while.
Sonically rich and had the drive and the. Sorry, I think I lost you guys for a second, but I wanted to create a rhythm that was, sonically rich, and it could carry the dancehall bounce and swing that we needed, but while being able to compete with the bigger market right now.
Okay. Was this like a test, like a trial and error until they say, okay, I found it, or this is like one go, you found this was the rhythm?
It was a collection, it was a body of work that I was working on with the same intent, where the quality of the rhythm was my task, or my task that I set myself up for was to create rhythms that were potentially comparable with the hip hop world, with the reggaeton, where if we got the breakthrough, we would be able to sustain the relevancy in markets with the body of work, because I feel like that was hindering some of the recent projects that I had. I felt like the quality could have been just a bit more, so I tasked myself with being able to improve that. But in that process comes the minimalist approach with the rhythm, which it can give you a sense the cypher vibe from the rhythm, where it's very simple and easy. Many artists can jump on it. So with all of this going on at the same time, it just created the recipe for the perfect rhythm in this time right now. So.
I come from a rhythm era. I love to see when whole heap of artists step on a rhythm and we talk about who take the rhythm, juggling and them things. And for a while we've been missing that in the dancehall space.
Yes.
Maybe the past year or two we see kind of a resurgence of that. And then comes this one where it's not only big locally but internationally, where you have like the Remy Ma, the Fabulous, and many other people to jump on this one. What's your feeling when you see this Ghana foreign? We see them talking about it. Joe Budden on his podcast talking about the rhythm too.
Yeah, it shows you just the power of like speaking things into existence, because this is exactly what we've been aiming for from the jump. Like me and Mac even had previous projects where we started with Chaka Rhythm. It went super viral on TikTok, but not a lot of international markets or radios took up that rhythm. Then we got to Fiesta, and that also went really well. And you started to see the breakthrough in certain markets, but we didn't quite, I wouldn't feel like it was the accomplishment that I was looking for in terms of the standards that I was set myself for. So this third attempt was that attempt to, to improve the quality and the substance behind the rhythm, which it just came out to do a lot more than probably we expected, but it was the intention behind the rhythm. It was to, find something that could break into these different markets, because dancehall is being heard on the world stage right now.
Right.
We are listened to. So like, if we have the ears, then just try to find a way to meet them at that level is what I was aiming for, you know.
In aiming to create this rhythm that would break into these markets, are you though in any way surprised as how big it has become and is still, you have to arguably still growing, because it's big in Jamaica, big in the Caribbean, but in the international space, it is still very exciting, still new, and it's still going to new markets. Are you surprised at how well it's doing? Or even a little bit like, January, I say, well, I know say they are good now, but...
Or who you hear upon it, we say, Jesus God, me make it.
That is exactly it. Like I did from the Skipper song went out and the Chronicler followed. I knew we had something special, but to this magnitude worldwide, I don't think anyone could expect that. So like you mentioned, it's still going. It's just tapping into the US market right now, which is a great accomplishment for dancehall and everyone involved in this project. So I feel like, it's surprising, but again, it's just the power of speaking things into existence. Again, you know, seeing the results was super mind blowing though. So
who surprised you? Like, I mean, of course, you said the Skipper went out first and the Chronicler. Who has been your top 3 songs or persons who jump on a rhythm who you never really expect? You're like, yo, that person, that person.
Yeah, I would say like just coming from the surprise factor would be like Anthony B and the impact that he had and just the resurgence of his career with that song. Mm-hmm. That was surprising and nonetheless like refreshing for the dancehall space, because we know that like familiar 90s sound we don't really get.
You want to beat up the Rasta boys, hey!
Kickstart this lyrical driven kind of approach, especially from him, the Rasta them. So that was surprising. The next surprise for me was probably NLE Chopper. Even just seeing how.
And I like that one too. And he thinks it's Jamaican so bad.
Yeah, the big surprise for his is that like they have a lot of other songs that they are at the time pushing, and for this song to be one of his most relevant just shows the power of our music. So, you know, like we're competing with the bigger markets right now as is. So.
Listen, at this point, I don't know which song actually on the rhythm or not, because I think maybe over 200 artists probably jump on this one already. Everybody known and unknown.
I mean, Crash, do you even have a vague number, a ballpark you say you don't know? Because it's almost like every day somebody else.
Yeah.
Just to put it into scale, like I've heard that over 2,000 songs were voiced in Africa, Ghana alone.
All right.
And we're not saying they're official, just songs that were recorded on the rhythm. Yeah.
So this is the question. Who hasn't jumped on the rhythm yet?
Wait there.
Who hasn't jumped on the rhythm yet? Like I said, please, Father, just give them the inspiration for us to jump on. Who would you love to hear on the rhythm?
At this point, I wouldn't say there's anyone I would specifically call out in that regard, but
you're not calling them out. We have a reason. Remember, said us 3 away now. Nobody's
not really hearing us.
Because I never want to take the light away from the people that was involved on the project. Like, they're the ones that are really making it what it is. They brought it to where it is right now. So for me, come on and say, you know, more this other person on it, I just feel like is a
No. You can have an all-star 11, and you say, you know, say,
but that one you could have nice.
If you have a next 11 again, it's a good ball game that for that 22 you're playing. Come on.
Well, of course, you know, I would love to see one like Shaggy. I heard he's been talking about the rhythm a lot, but he hasn't been on the rhythm, so I would like to see him contribute. Sean Paul, Alkalines, Shenzias. There's a lot of elite artists that didn't, you know, jump on the rhythm that I feel like could have helped.
We're gonna wrap real soon, but I just want to say I need to see more ladies on the rhythm, and there's one lady on the rhythm. I think probably you just heard her verse and then decided to make it official because it was so good. If you know you're not gonna run the money. No, it's time.
Thank you so much for passing through and the sharing. I mean, the creation of this significant rhythm and its growth.
Tasha
and we actually wish you a whole heap more success. Busy, Yeah, my general. Me not hear from you. All right, guys. More on this other side of this break. Stay with us. We got more daytime live. We'll soon forward.